and gentlemen, fans of all ages, welcome to another episode of Fanz, where you, the fan, can compete. I'm your host, Ash Benny. Today, we're going to discuss Rolling Loud, Dr. Dre's controversial comments, and Kendrick Lamar's not so subtle shot at J. Cole and Drake. But before we get into all of that tea, we want to remind you to follow us on all social media platforms, OTS Media Co. and OTS Media on YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell so you can always be notified whenever we post. Now, things might look a little bit different this week. I normally got my boy Chris with me, but today I have somebody who is like a brother to me. I got my boy Kevin. Say
Hi
what's
guys.
up, Kevin.
I'm super happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me, Ashley.
Of
Ashley knows
course.
Ashley knows about my passion in music, so I guess I was the obvious choice.
Yeah.
Or maybe her last choice.
I had Greg. Don't play me. I had Greg in the tuck. I had Greg in the tuck. Don't play me. I had your twin. I had your twin
Yeah.
too, but but yeah. So and as well, we have somebody who is a resident Drake fan. We have our Drake correspondent here, here live in the flesh. I need to hear the full account. I need to hear
Yes.
where you were. I need to hear
Yes.
what was the
Mhm.
reaction. It's like that Usher meme where he's
Yeah.
like in the beginning of the music video where he's on the phone. He's
Yeah.
like, wait,
Yeah. He's like, what?
huh?
Yeah. Huh?
What?
Mhm.
Say it ain't so. So I need
Just
all of it.
just know this. I will destroy this. I'm not.
No,
I'm
not my
not playing
favorite
no
Kendrick
more.
album.
I'm not playing no more.
You're gonna take it to Twitter. You're gonna take
Yeah.
it to Twitter. I'm dead. I'm dead. But let's just get into it because I'm trying to get into this main topic. I'm trying to discuss and have some really good conversation
Mhm.
about the main discussion today. So let's just get started with what's the 411.
What's the 411? What's the 411?
So this past week we had Rolling Loud California. It was a pretty solid lineup. I'll pull it up real quick. We had the headliners as YS. Are we familiar with YS?
No.
I'm like, Auntie don't know who that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
hold you. Auntie don't know who that is.
Well, but I'm happy
Shout out
for
to them.
him. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
shout out
happy.
to yeah.
I
I
have.
don't yeah. Shout out to them. Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah.
We got YS, Nicki
Wait.
Minaj.
What? um, Wait. Is YS? Is that the? Because is that Kanye and Tyla sign?
Oh, that might
Yeah.
have been it.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
because
Okay.
you're familiar with this
Yeah.
era.
Yeah.
You're more
Yeah.
familiar with this
Yeah.
era.
I was like, hold up. Let me just let me just look. Yeah. Let me just go my ass. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then it makes sense because the dollar
Yeah.
sign Y.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that's together. Okay, okay. So that's cool that they had like a little set. I heard that
Yeah.
there was a little bit of like a controversy though
Mm.
for them. I believe that they had like this type of event that was sponsored through Rolling Loud, and they asked people to RSVP and pay up for a whole bunch of tickets and admission. They get there, the music's playing, like a DJ's there, so they're like, "Oh, nothing has started yet. Like we're lit." Ty Dolla Sign and Kanye aren't even here. They get to the end of the night, the DJ booth is turned off. Like they're wrapping up. Like he's
Oh,
unplugging. Kanye West and Ty Dolla Sign did not show up.
they didn't
So
show up
now
at all.
people on TikTok were pissed. I was kind of laughing at them, but
Yo, Kanye, Kanye always doing something. Like he always, always something. Like he's like,
it can
I
never
don't know.
go. It can never
Yeah,
just go off perfectly. He always
yeah,
got to do
yeah.
something.
Always something.
But he's ridiculous. But
Mhm.
you got to be stronger than the Marines.
Yeah, you have to be a strong person to
To be a Kanye fan nowadays. But I have to get into this whole new era with the vultures too, because I
hmm
don't even think I've really given the first vultures any airplay. So I got to go back and do my homework and listen to both
Yeah,
albums.
it's a really good album. I like it. I know some people wasn't a fan of it, but they have some really good songs. like a song I would say listen to was "Beg for Forgiveness." That's one of my favorite songs off the album.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it
Hmm
out. I'm gonna have to check it out
hmm
because I know I saw because we have like this app. It's called Airbuds where we can see what we're
Yeah.
listening, what the other person
hmm
is listening to. I know you were listening to Carnival, so
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a
I
good
know
one.
you've
That's
been
a
giving
good
her.
one.
I know you've
Go,
been giving
go,
Carnival
go,
play.
go. Yeah.
I gotta I gotta hear it. I gotta hear. I haven't even heard the song yet. I'm so behind,
Yeah. It's a good song.
but yeah, I gotta give it some play. So some of the headliners were Nicki Minaj, Post Malone, Future and Metro Boomin, which in hindsight,
Yeah.
calm
Shots
before the
fired.
storm. Yeah,
Yeah.
calm before the
Uh-huh.
storm a little bit before they dropped this now infamous album. But we also had YG and Tyga. Saweetie came out during that set, which they had a really cute interaction that was going viral a little bit. Seems like they're fully going public. They hard launched. They hard launched this past week, so good for them. Good for them. Love that for them. Sexy Red had that really funny moment where she was singing
Yeah. Very,
SZA's part in Rich Baby Daddy.
very iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's how I sound in the shower when
Yeah.
Rich Baby Daddy come on.
Yeah.
I be thinking I sound like SZA, but
Right.
really I sound like
Yeah.
Sexy Red.
Yeah. Like,
People were giving her crap about it, but it's like it's Sexy Red.
yeah, it's like how you gonna hate on Sexy Red? Like she's
Like
just being herself.
I'm like,
Yeah.
have fun. Like
Yeah.
let's have some
Yeah.
fun, please.
Let's not be the time. Like
Yeah, right, right. So that was a really fun moment that was going viral. Someone that I want to give a huge shout out to is Summer Walker. I see the growth. I see the growth. This whatever Tiana Taylor is doing with this boot camp, she gotta monetize it and turn it into a freaking, like those booklets that the workout plans the girlies be doing. She got to do that for celebrities
it's
because
like a
every.
whole. Mhm.
So what were you gonna say?
No, I said like is it like a whole like an actual boot camp?
Seemingly it seems like maybe like there's like some media training involved, some
Oh
dancing
really?
involved, yeah, singing involved. It's like a whole nine. And I
Oh
know a
wow.
couple of the girlies have gone through it, and Summer Walker I believe is the most recent person.
Wow.
And the performance was giving. She had stage presence. We know that she has struggled a lot with social anxiety in the past. She would very much be in the middle of the stage looking at her
Stiff.
feet. Yeah, very much looking at her feet. So now she's in full costumes, background dancer, set
Mm.
design. So okay,
Good for her. Yeah.
we're
Good for
showing up
her.
to the Over It tour. When it's
Yeah.
time, we're
Yeah.
showing up. We're showing up and we're pulling up. But those were a lot of the most memorable and most notable parts of Rolling Loud. Obviously, Nikki was the headliner. She had an amazing set. I saw a lot of videos, but I gotta watch. I'm the type of person who likes to sit down and watch full festival sets. I don't know why, but it'd be
Yeah.
fun. So
Yeah.
I gotta check it out. Me and Nikki have been fighting, but I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Oh, something that's also really funny is that Big Sean is also was also at Rolling Loud, California this past week, which is another
Yeah. And the
another
internet
foreshadowing.
and the internet has been killing him. Like they just been
It's
like
crazy.
yeah, I feel bad for the dude.
Like like three people are fighting, and somehow somebody who's not even involved in the beef is the biggest loser.
Yeah.
How that work?
Yeah. Yo, that's
How
true.
that work? How
I
that
didn't think of
work?
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really true. Yeah.
Yeah, like how that work? Like why are they bullying him like that? Like that's crazy. Kendrick like he always just be smacking the back of Big Sean's head.
Yeah,
Like it's kind of
yeah,
funny.
yeah,
Smacking his neck.
yeah. Yeah,
He's like, you ain't gonna
Big
do nothing.
Sean.
You ain't gonna do nothing. But but that's everything that happened. At least some of the big stuff that happened for Rolling
Yeah,
Loud. We'll definitely keep following the festival lineup as festival season continues. We've got Coachella coming up, so I'm super excited about that.
very excited for that.
Yeah, Coachella every year, always like that's like on my bucket
Yeah.
list. I gotta go to Coachella one year.
Did they announce the headliners already, or
I don't know why I feel like Doja Cat's a headliner. I could be
um,
wrong.
mhm.
let me actually double check on that. Doja Cat, Coachella. I could have just made that up. Oh no, it's Lana Del
Yes,
Rey, Tyler the Creator, and Doja Cat. That's a sick.
that's not bad. It's
Cuts
not
to
bad
be
at
in
all.
California. Cuts to be in
Yeah,
California in
yeah,
late April.
yeah, yeah. No,
I'm gonna do.
that's
I'm gonna do what I
that's
gotta
not
do.
bad. That's not bad at all.
That sounds like a super fun set, and I know that a
Yeah.
lot of the girlies like Kali Uchis, I think like
Hmm.
Flo Milli, like all the girls are gonna be at Coachella this year. Lotto, so I'm excited for that. I can't wait for that to
Yeah.
happen. So we'll definitely keep you guys posted with that. But I definitely wanted to get your thoughts and opinions on a recent article that came out from about Dr. Dre. Just listen to this quote. Let me pull up the direct quote
Yeah.
from the article from Vibe magazine, by the way. I think Eminem is the best MC ever, Dre said of the Detroit native. Point blank, period. Of course. There are going to be arguments about that because he's a white guy. I don't think anyone that's rapping can touch Eminem on the microphone.
Mm. Definitely a hot take. As
Me
that,
and the radio station.
yeah, yeah.
When you said that.
Uh, that's definitely a hot take.
But you stand
Like,
on that. You stand on that.
yeah, I mean, it's good to stand on it. I mean, like, um, I would say, like, to to be like technical, I give it to him. Technical, like textbook check marks. He could rhyme. He could rap fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to him. But as like a music enjoyer or somebody who loves music and rap music, I wouldn't I wouldn't say that he's the best rapper.
And like I feel like no, 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 no. And like I feel like with Eminem, especially in like the more recent years,
Yeah,
his music isn't like I don't know if this is gonna be like rude or a hot take. His music like isn't enjoyable.
yeah, it's scaring the hose.
Yeah. Literally, like it's like turn this off. Like
Yeah, yeah.
like it's like, it almost feels kind of like a chore to get through. It's not necessarily,
Yeah, it's like if somebody plays
you know,
Eminem,
like
if somebody plays Eminem, like you'd be like, okay, this guy like is
he
like,
takes this rap shit seriously.
yeah, he's like, oh, Eminem's the best rapper, and if you don't like him, then you don't know rap at all. It's like, okay, slow down, slow down,
Yeah.
buddy, slow down, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Drake can have that for sure, but I feel like he's biased
Hmm.
because that's his baby boy. And two,
Yeah, of course, yeah, yeah.
yeah, like of course he's gonna say that
It's
his
heavy,
artist
yeah, it's heavy on
is the
bias.
best MC. Yeah. So
Mhm.
I don't even think he believes that.
He's
Like I would be real. I don't even think he believes that. I think he's just saying that. Like I
as
think he was like
yeah, as he was saying it, he was like, "Damn, I can't go back."
I misspoke. I
Yeah,
misspoke. I
I
didn't mean to say it
misspoke.
like that. Did
Let
I
me
say best
just.
MC?
God
I just
damn it!
meant best guy. Yeah, I meant best guy.
Best best coworker.
Best colleague for
Yeah, best
sure.
colleague. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I know there are people who generally believe that too. So
Yeah. But you know
music.
what's so funny?
Mhm.
Dr. Omar had something to say.
Oh, see, yeah, nah, yeah.
he said he said reacts to the viral comments about Eminem being the goat of rap. Quote, haven't they stolen enough from us?
That's it. That's all I need to hear.
This is like, hey, I'm like, you know what? You're absolutely right.
Like,
Eminem is not the best MC.
he's not.
Take that
He's
back.
not.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah. Even before, yeah, I don't even think if Dr. Dre was in the room, I wouldn't even be nodding my head. I would just be like,
Yeah.
that's you.
I would nod my head. I would like I don't want to be like scared, yeah, this is cool.
Yeah. Like that
Yeah,
LeBron clip where
yeah.
he's in the studio, like
Yeah. Like, that's being fake as hell.
fire. What do you think of this
Yeah,
album? Fire.
fire. Change the game.
Yeah, Eminem. Marshall did it again. What can I
Yeah.
say? Nah. Who do you think is the best MC? I won't say
See,
of all time. I'll say of this generation. I feel like that's like a
see,
better.
um, okay. Um, best MC, I would give it to. I mean, okay, so I would say I would give it to like a J Cole.
Okay.
I would say because for me, my instinct is to say Drake, but I would put Drake in more like of like who makes better music. I would say Drake,
Yeah, I
but
feel like he's like a
for
better entertainer.
yeah, but for rap, I would like if it's like all straight rap albums, then I give it to J Cole. Uh, if you asked me a year ago, I'd probably say Kendrick, but
But
scratch that. Scratch that.
yeah, put him at the bottom of the
Yeah.
list. Put him at the bottom of the list. But all right. Yeah, I feel like I agree with you, especially after this like crazy feature run that he's had, the
Yeah.
momentum that he's had these past couple of years. Like J. Cole has just been hungry. Like we're gonna talk
Yeah.
about it, but that man is hungry. Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he's already at the top. It's like hungry for what I do not know, but
Yeah.
but he
Yeah.
wants it all, and you can't do nothing but respect it for real.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But all right, so I feel like that was like a nice little icebreaker to get us talking and to
Mm-hmm.
get us speculating about some stuff. So that was what's the 411. So now let's move on to flashing lights, where we spotlight an artist for the week.
Flashing lights.
So this week, I really, really wanted to spotlight Tyla. She just dropped her self-titled debut album. I'm super,
Mm.
super excited for her. South African native, Afro beats. I think that it's like really,
Batty.
really dope.
Batty.
I'm like,
Batty.
hi, Tyler. I'm like,
Yeah.
Tyler. Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Queen. Hi, Queen. The album is a bop. Everybody's got to listen to it. I highly, highly recommend it. Super, super fun album. It's getting into the warmer weather. So I feel like we're
Mm-hmm.
going to start getting a lot of that like good, fun, carefree summer music.
Mm-hmm.
This definitely goes into that realm, but I also feel like it's a solid debut. Very
Mm.
solid debut, very promising. I feel like it's kind of like everybody's been saying this, but she just kind of reminds me so much of Rihanna. Like not sonically, like they don't really have the same sound, but I feel like the way that she was able to captivate Western audiences in the same similar way, like the stage presence, like when Rihanna came, it was like, oh, she's a star. And I
Yeah.
felt that exact same way about Tyla
Absolutely.
when I heard her songs.
Now that you mention it, I could see that I didn't really like put the two and two together, but she definitely gives me like she has like an edge to her a little bit, like Tyler.
Yeah.
And like now that you mentioned the Rihanna, because Rihanna, we all know she pretty much invented edge, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Bad gal
so
Riri.
yeah. So no, but now that you mention it, I could see her being like going the like that Rihanna route for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And
Mhm.
plus I feel like her trajectory has just been like I love stories like that where it's
Mhm.
like the Ice Spice story was always cool where it's like I
Yeah,
dropped the single month nobody's playing it and then the night before it's everywhere. You know, like those stories
yeah.
are always cool, but I just love how Tyler's been like slowly kind of like coming closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to a hit in America. And then when she
Mhm.
finally had that hit with Water, that song was everywhere.
Everywhere, everywhere.
Everybody was doing the
Yeah,
the little water bottle.
everyone's doing. Yeah.
So shout out to her. Let me pull up the album so I won't give you guys like a full on review. I'll wait on that just because I like to let an
Mhm.
album
Marinate.
marinate.
Mhm.
Yeah, marinate a little before I give a full thoughts. But obviously some songs that were on the EP that she released before the debut album that was really, really good is Truth or Dare. That single she dropped, music video she dropped for it maybe like a couple weeks ago. Really, really love that one. On and On is really good. I love her new single that she just released last night, Art.
Mm.
Mm, I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Number one featuring Thames. Like Thames is on like a crazy run
Oh,
right now. Yeah.
that's a crazy combo.
Thames is on
But
a wild run.
that's a
It's,
crazy
that's
combo.
that's
Yeah.
baddie central. Like
Yeah,
that's for the girls. Like
yeah.
we need it. We need it for real. So I'm so proud of her. Super super excited for her. Like when she won that Grammy, I was
She
like,
won a Grammy,
wow, yeah. She won the Afro. I believe it was like best Afrobeat song of the year, something along those lines. And there were some really really amazing people in that category, and she took it. So I was super super happy, super super proud of her. It was mad funny because she had like her parents were there with her,
yeah. Hmm.
and somebody was like, you know that Grammy is going in the glass case
Oh
where
yeah,
nobody
yeah,
can touch it.
yeah. No, nobody's
When
touching it. Absolutely, that's like every yeah, absolutely.
I
Nobody's
was like,
touching
yep,
it. Yeah, just gonna everyone just could see it. Don't touch.
a little light on it. They turn their
Yeah,
light on for it every
yeah,
morning.
yeah. Like, thank you.
I mean, for real. Like,
Yeah,
talk about a success story. Like, if that was
yeah,
my daughter, I'd be like, have you heard Water? Like me every day. Have you
yeah,
heard the song Water by Tyla? That's my daughter.
yeah.
Like, I'll be proud as hell. But super super dope. Do you have like anybody you want to spotlight?
Oh,
Anybody new that you've been listening to?
and you well, of course the Kanye and Ty Dolla Sign album.
Yeah.
That's been on heavy rotation. Um, I had to check my Spotify to see because I listen to a lot of like weird shit.
Which is fair.
Yeah, so but
It doesn't have to be hip hop. It could be anything.
okay, yeah, so well there's this new song by Will Smith's daughter,
Ooh.
cause Symptom of Life. That it was pretty good song.
Ooh.
And Willow
Okay.
and this guy named
Ooh, I don't think I've ever heard of
Forbats,
him.
yeah, he's like going viral. He only had like 3 songs, and he has 3 songs out, and he already has a Drake feature.
I have heard
Yeah,
of him. I actually
yeah,
have heard. That's sick.
yeah. That's pretty crazy. And Harry Styles.
There's nothing wrong with Harry Styles. You know, I was a directioner in a past life.
Yeah, yeah, he's cooking. I can't. If you're gonna
Bob, I
cook,
can't make it not Bob. Like,
if you're gonna cook. You know, I'm gonna eat
what's
it.
what song you listening to?
Uh, Satellite. That it's a banger yanga.
Okay, yeah. I mean
Banger,
that's a
yeah.
classic.
That's a
I can't lie.
banger. That's it. And my son likes as it was.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah,
cute song. I feel
yeah,
like that song needs to be like in a movie or something.
yeah, yeah.
The
He's killing
cinematic
it.
vibes of it.
And
Yes.
there's this and it's also was Yeet Yeet. Yeah, he dropped the album pretty recently.
Is it Jay Uso? Is Jay Uso under an alias?
Yeet. 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 No, yeah. It's very experimental, and I like that experimental stuff. So he's catching my attention recently too.
Okay.
Mhm.
Dope. Nice. Let's actually stay on Willow because
Yeah, she's
Willow is
killing. Yeah, she's dope.
somebody who has been releasing consistently dope music, and I feel like a
Mhm.
lot of people don't are very like closed minded, so like they automatically hear like Willow Nepo Baby. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
about to listen to it, but she has
she's cooking.
bangers.
She
Yeah,
got
she has
bangers.
bangers. Let me pull up her
The
little.
the last album she had, I forgot the name of it, but
Lately, I feel everything.
fire, fire.
Fire.
That was
That song
fire.
she had with Travis Barker on it, like the
Oh yeah, yeah,
transparency.
yeah, that fed the streets for a little bit.
Yeah,
I can't.
yeah, for real,
That
for
fed the
real.
streets. That fed the streets a little bit. I can't hold you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were bumping
yeah.
that like every damn day. Like Lipstick on there is really, really
Oh
good.
yeah.
Come Home.
Yo, yeah, that was
I'm tired.
Diamond Diamond.
Yeah. With
That man,
Diamond in the house.
yeah, that man Diamond. That man Diamond. I
Yeah,
can't
I feel like
lie.
that's a really I feel like those are two really good people to pick for the spotlight. What Tyla and Willow.
Yeah,
You know, like two very opposite sides of the spectrum, like
yeah,
sonically, but doing some really dope stuff. I gotta hear. It's looking like she released a new is this the single you're talking about, Symptom of
yeah,
Life?
yeah. That's a song. My friend put me onto it, and then I was like, yo, this she's very talented. Like nepotism or not, she's just like she has that it factor.
Yeah, facts. And plus consistent hits like since
Yeah,
2015, that Wait a
yeah,
Minute song. The
yeah.
Wait
Oh yeah.
a
That's like summer. If you put like if you want to make a summer song, that's how you do it. Like, like
Yeah, yeah.
there's just that
So
funky, yeah.
that funky groove. So
Mhm.
sick, like the Meet Me at Our Spot. That
Oh
one was
yeah.
like super. I low key forgot
For
about
the
that song was
vibe.
existent.
For the vibe.
You know what's so
Really
funny?
like for the vibe.
I feel like that was like her first like overplayed song. Like
Yeah.
I heard that song everywhere, everywhere, everywhere.
You know that the song is like blowing up or good is like when you don't even like when you hear the song and you're not even playing the song, it's like
Yeah,
if
exactly.
you hear it everywhere and and you know the song and never even touch a Spotify account, like and you know the song already.
Yeah, it's playing in the coffee shop.
Yeah,
Like
everywhere, yeah.
it's over. Yeah, it's over. It's
When
over.
I
It's over.
wake up,
She had a misstep with that MGK song.
Mm.
You remember that? The emo girl
Oh
song?
yeah. Let's not talk about
Yeah.
that. Let's not talk about
It was listed as number 3 in her Apple Music listing. So I was a little shocked that people were giving that it got as high as it did. But
that.
we all gotta do our
Yeah,
mainstream hit. I'm like,
yeah,
get your
yeah.
dollars,
You get your
get your
money
coin. Yeah, get your
and
coin.
and get back to business.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what she did.
Yeah.
So you have to respect it. MGK is like a trip. I can't like I've never really gotten into his music, but
Yeah.
I know that you love the what
Oh
is it,
yeah.
2K23 or
Yeah.
2K22?
Yeah. 2K22. Nah, he ate. I'm sorry, but he was cooking. He was cooking. He was cooking. He was cooking. I'm not
I'm
sad.
done.
I just wanted to be better. Yo, I'm sorry, but he was cooking. I don't know,
I'm done.
like that little pop punk. Like I'm a pop punk kind of kid, so
Yeah.
yeah. So
I mean, some of those songs, some I like some of those songs. Well, I forget. For those of you
about
guys who don't know what we're talking about, by the way, I should probably explain. We are all huge WWE fans. If you guys follow OTS and watch Life's a Botch, you see me on our wrestling podcast weekly. We play every single year, every iteration of the WWE 2K games, and we like to rank and discuss at nausea the soundtracks for each game. And we always have arguments about which one was better since the kind of like reboot in
yeah.
2K22.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks that 2K22 is the best soundtrack. I think
Absolutely.
2K23
Uh-uh.
is the best soundtrack.
No way,
Nah.
no way. No way, no
Nah,
way,
nah,
no
nah, nah,
way.
nah, nah, nah.
Nah, 2K22 had bangers.
That's the one
Bangers.
where it's like the take a picture, it can last longer.
I'm
Cause
going,
I'm going folks.
yo, don't get me started. I'm about to bring my drum kit. I'm about to bring a guitar.
About to boot up the game.
Yeah, I'm about to put up the game. Yeah, it's not last long. No, stop playing with me.
I like it. I like it. I feel like that's like the first time that I ever even like listened to MGK and was like
Yeah.
receptive to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I forgot what songs he has on there, but
There's song called Body Bag, and something else. But it had a good
damn.
it had a good range of like it had punk, it had classic hip hop, it had like Bad Bunny, so like reggaeton, and
Yeah, the Booker
so
T.
so it was like a melting pot of just music, and so I love when soundtracks could just like capture a vibe with just different genres of music.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
It's true because I feel like 2K22 was definitely more like all over the place. But for me, like I like with like fighting games,
oh
I like the game the like the soundtrack to feel like I'm about to like go outside and just start
yeah,
running. Like,
yeah,
you
yes,
know, like just start doing push-ups,
yes,
you
your
know?
dad's like 90 miles, like just going straight, like
You know, like
yeah,
I need like songs that are gonna pump me up.
yeah.
This year does not do that.
I
I had to
haven't
make
heard
my
it.
own playlist.
Oh, really?
There's country songs on it. Like straight up like dun, 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 dun. And I have nothing against country, but it's like
I
you're
do.
about to fight somebody. You're about to fight somebody, the game booting up, and it's like dun, 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 dun. I'm not in the mood to fight no more. You know, like I'm not in the
like
mood to
yeehaw.
throw up my cowboy hat, like but you but I'm about to be in my cowgirl
Oh
era
yeah,
because of
Beyonce.
Cowboy Carter.
Yeah, Beyonce. Yeah,
You know, Joe ordered me the vinyl.
you lying.
No, like literally, I came from the gym. I walked back upstairs, and he was like, "Did you get a notification?" And I was like, "No, why?" And he was like, "Okay." And then he was like, "Well, do you want to know? I got you something. You want to know?" And I was like, "What you get me?" And he was like, "I got you the Cowboy Carter
Wait,
vinyl." And I was
did
like,
did did it come out yet, or the pre-order?
He got a yeah, he got the
Oh,
pre-order.
okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
It ships the day the album releases.
Oh,
So, and he got me the cover I wanted. Like I didn't even communicate with him. I was like, he know what I like. Like he know what I like. Like
shout out to Joe.
yeah, shout out to Joe because and I have my Renaissance one, so you know I'm about to
Oh
be
yeah,
side by side the whole collection, Act One, Act Two, and Act Three when it comes out, whenever it comes out.
yeah.
But all right, so shout out to Tyla and Willow, two fantastic women artists. We greatly, greatly love them and appreciate them. We hope
Especially
that you guys.
like especially
Oh,
on Women's History Month.
oh yes, 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 yes. Shout out to them. Shout out to them, empowering women, singing about what they feel.
I love women too, so
Yeah. Oh yeah. Kevin is for the girls. So
yeah.
Kevin is also for the girls correspondent. So he listens to everything. You love to see it. We be in the group chat talking about everything. But all right. So now let's move on to Pass the Ox.
Yo, yo, Tisha, why you play so? Pass me the ox, quick, 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 quick.
We got some new music coming out this week as well. It came out today, actually. So I'm wondering how some people are receiving a lot of these new musics. We have, of course, Tyla self-titled, Sir Heavy, Shakira. I'm probably gonna botch this, but I've been doing Duolingo, so I feel a little bit more confident than I normally would. La mujeres ya no iron. If I botch that,
I feel like
that's
you said
Duolingo's
something.
fault.
Yeah.
You def said something though. So.
You said something. You said something.
You said something for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So so we also have Joyner Lucas, Not Now, I'm Busy, Russ, I Got You, and Future Metro Boomin, We Don't Trust You.
We don't.
Which is in hindsight a very, very interesting album title.
I did listen to it on the drive back home.
Ooh, thoughts.
Overall, the non-hater in me, I liked it. It's a good album. It's a good album. It does require more listens because like as every album, but overall it's a good album, and as a music fan, I did grow up with Metro and Future. He's one of my favorite artists, so I can't like not I can't like not acknowledge that. So
Yeah.
it's a great
I
album.
have to give it a listen.
Yeah,
I have to
it's
give
just
it a
a good
listen.
album. And that Kendrick this, it was yeah.
I'm like, he did eat, I fear.
Yeah. I was like, ouch. I was like, goddamn. Fight back. Fight back.
I want to see the response.
Yeah.
I want to see the response for sure. But what? We'll get into it. We'll get into it in a second. We'll get into it in a second.
Yes.
But Is there any other albums on this list that you want to hear?
Definitely the Tyla, I forgot what's it.
Tyler, yeah.
Yeah, that absolutely that who else she mentioned?
We said Sir, Heavy, Joyner Lucas, Not Now I'm Busy, Shakira's new album, Russ, I Got You, and then
Shakira.
Future. Shakira, yeah, Shakira will be
Yeah,
lit.
yeah, Shakira.
I heard she
Maybe
has a new
Russ.
song with Cardi. I haven't heard Russ in years.
Yeah. Cardi, like Playboy Cardi?
No, like Cardi and Shakira, Cardi B and Shakira.
Oh, Cardi B? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think she had a new song. It's like featured on one of Shakira's new songs that like a video
Okay.
drop for it. I gotta check that one out. But
Is
yeah,
it all Spanish?
I think so. I
Okay.
think Cardi's verse is in English though.
Okay. So
Yeah, I think
Duolingo. So I got definitely got brushing up on that. that Duolingo.
take a couple take a couple lessons.
Como
Como dice?
yeah.
Good. Album review.
Bien.
Excellent. Obviously, I already heard this Tyler self-titled. I gotta give that Future Metro Boomin album a listen.
There's another
Shakira.
album. That 21
Ooh.
Savage album.
Ooh.
It's really good.
I have to hear it.
That surprised me. Like I was
I
like,
have to
whoa.
hear it.
Yeah, like, it was really good. And Doja's in it. Doja Cat's in it.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I think Summer Walker's in
Is
it.
this the album where he has Red Rum, or is this something new?
Yeah, that's the album with
Okay.
Red Rum. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really I was surprised. And I'm a 21 Savage fan, but I wasn't really looking forward to the album. But that's a really good album.
Yeah, I honestly like I love 21 and like
Yeah.
I prefer him with Metro. 21. I prefer him with Metro, but like I'm always curious to see people try to branch out and get a little bit out their comfort zone.
Yeah. And did you see that trailer he put out, like that fake movie trailer?
No.
It was like Donald Glover was playing him in like a younger version of him.
Oh, that's sick.
But it's fake, but like he did it as like to promote his album. But I thought it was an actual movie because that's kind of cool. You have Donald Glover playing a young 21 Savage.
Yeah.
And that guy from Stranger Kids, he playing like 21 Savage as like a little boy. Yeah, he playing a 21 Savage. But it's fake, but at first I thought it was real, but he just did it just to like for
it's just the teaser. It's not even a music video.
No.
Oh damn!
Yeah, but
he would have capitalized on that.
Well, people was cooking him because like how like the goofy looked, but I wanted to see it because like if you have, I'm a big Donald Glover fan, so like
yeah, for sure.
Like Atlanta, Charles Gambino, like that's like Atlanta is like based on my life. No, I'm kidding, but I'm a bit so anything with Donald Glover I'm watching, so I was excited, but I guess. It was just an album rollout.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. I gotta get on my Zoom. I gotta start doing my homework because there are so many albums from the past couple of months that just kind of like passed right by me. Olivia Rodrigo dropped like the Guts deluxe edition of her album, I believe today as well. So I gotta give that a listen. People are like kind of hating on her because she's kind of going into more of like a punk rock sound, but I think it's cool. Like I think it's different, you know.
What I thought she was always like a punk.
Me too. Like I you know, I was like, I thought we were all in agreement. Like I thought we all knew. Like I thought we all knew. Like
what's the number?
Aware? Yeah, like you guys weren't aware.
Like I don't listen to her like that, but I knew every time she always doing something like punky stuff.
Yeah, and super guitar heavy, like super riff heavy. So
so I was like.
Yeah, I'm like, let her cook. But yeah, I'm definitely I want to give that Sir album a listen for sure. Very big on R&B. I'm not too much of a Joyner Lucas fan.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep it like that.
Like honestly, like that whole thing that he did with the I'm not stuff? Racist. Yeah, the I'm not racist. Like
that was a moment in time.
Yeah. that a moment in time that I would like to erase. Right?
Yeah. Like
like
I
that
put
to
it.
me,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
performative.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
because at the end of the day, like that scenario is never gonna happen where two people from the opposite sides of a spectrum of an argument are gonna be like, you know what, we see each other. Let's hug it
Yeah.
out. Like
I put him in the same category as like Eminem. Like I don't know. Like he just give like Eminem.
cornball.
Like yeah. Like Eminem.
Not to be rude.
Yeah.
they're gonna come after me in the comments. You're calling
Yeah.
Eminem a cornball?
How dare you?
In recent years, I feel like he's kind of it's beyond me. It's
Yeah,
beyond me
yeah,
though. It's beyond me though.
yeah,
Like that's
yeah,
that's just my that's
yeah.
my opinion.
Mom's spaghetti. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say.
And I quote mom speaking.
Mom's
So
spaghetti.
so all right. I feel like we're ready.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Let's talk into the meat and potatoes of this show today.
I don't think y'all understand. Let's play.
I'm so listen. I like as I said, I've been far removed from like a lot of like the hip hop conversation and stuff like that. Like I
Mhm.
used to be an avid watcher of the Joe Budden podcast. I used to
Yeah.
follow a lot of stuff like Complex and stuff like that. Somewhere in the pandemic, things got like very toxic, so I kind of like bowed out of that part of the community.
Yeah.
Slowly starting to come back, kind of trying to come back within reason, you know. But it seems as though there have been a couple of things brewing, specifically between J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, that may not have been seen, just
Yeah.
like peep. Like
Yeah.
I don't think that anybody really peeped this because
Yeah. Me
I
too.
typed in on Google J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar versus Drake timeline. Hundreds of articles dating back from like 2017, all of this stuff, like breaking down like every single interaction that these two men have ever had together. I
Yeah.
put in J. Cole versus Kendrick, crickets, nothing,
Mm.
nothing. Everybody says that they're cordial, they're cool, they're good friends. After that verse last night,
It's not looking like that.
it's not looking like that. It's not
It's
looking
not
like that.
like
So
at all.
walk me through your POV because you actually kind of notified me
Yeah.
of this situation.
Okay. So I was minding my business. I was thinking about Jesus.
Yeah, of course. Of
I was
course.
I was praying as I normally do. Uh, and
Bible
then
study.
Bible studying. I think I forgot what I was watching. I forgot. But then I checked on Twitter, and then I just saw Hey Dot like trending, going crazy. And I was like, what's going on? Then they said that the album just dropped, and Kendrick was a hidden feature on one of the songs. I think the song is called "Just Saying" or something like that. I forgot the
Yeah,
name
let
of
me
it.
look it up.
Like no, like that. The song is called
Like
"Like
that.
That." Yeah, I have it up on my. And they said that he came at Drake, he came at J. Cole, and and everyone just started cooking Drake. Everyone started cooking J. Cole and saying that, oh, like if you seen Dune, they were calling Kendrick the Messiah. Like
Lisan Al Gaib.
yeah, Lisa yeah.
Lisan Al
Like
Gaib.
yeah. So my reaction, I was like, wait, what did he say? And then he referenced J. Cole, what J. Cole said, and um
First person shooter.
yes, and about being the big three, and Kendrick said, fuck the big three, it's just big me. Like, damn, that's cold, but let's keep going.
let me
let's
let
keep
me let me pull up the exact
Okay, yeah,
quote. Let
yeah.
me find it. Okay. So I'm gonna say some expletives. So I'm sorry, dear.
And
All right. So fuck sneak dissing. First person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. Diss Melly Mel if I had to. Got two T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If you walk around with that stick, it ate Andre 3K. Think I'm like, as I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, I'm like, oh,
I'm like,
it's a steak face, like, okay. Think I won't drop the location? I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big three, nigga. It's big me, nigga. Bum. What? I'm really like that. And your best work is light pack.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
He said, nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, bum for all your dogs getting buried. That's a K with
That's
all
good.
these nines. He gonna see Pet Cemetery. And he called him a bum one last time for good measure, of course.
just
One last low.
just and bum. And
Call
bum.
that man. I'm like,
And bum. Yeah, that was yeah, he just said all bets are off.
he took
Just,
the gloves off.
yeah, this is cinematic, if you ask me. Like it's
Yeah.
like I
Especially
know
since
yeah. Mhm.
especially since we thought that this beef, like we kind of passed it.
Yeah.
I feel like a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
people
yeah.
thought that it wasn't going to happen anymore because it seems like all three men are in their own lanes. They're
Yeah,
all
kind of doing
successful
their
doing their own
thing.
things. But
Yeah.
Kendrick was just like, are
Uh-uh.
they dumb? Are
Yeah.
they crazy?
And especially because we were so focused on Drake and Pusha T
Mm-hmm.
beef. So and then Drake's last album, he had some Pusha T sneak dishes for
Smoke.
him.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So then Kendrick was like, oh, let's bring it back. So it was a lot to
Yeah.
digest, but
Do you think that it's interesting because when I was going back, I did the whole deep dive today, y'all.
Mhm,
This because like
mhm.
one thing about me, I love rap beef. I don't like when it gets to the point of like the Nicki versus Megan, where
Yeah,
Nicki is like
it just gets
saying
like too
talking about
personal.
dead parents.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's not my thing. I
Mhm.
like friendly, like good sparring competition, like back and
Like
forth,
like
funny stuff.
let's keep it to rap. Like
Yeah, exactly.
mhm,
And if
but
it does get to that point where if we're starting to be like a little more jabby, like talk about their career and what
yeah,
their career has
yeah,
amounted to, like talk about what their perception is in the media and things like
yeah,
that, and which we're gonna get into. But
yeah.
don't you think that
Mhm,
it's interesting that Kendrick Lamar came up kind of in a way under J. Cole and Drake? Like J.
mhm,
Cole used to produce a lot of beats for
mhm,
Kendrick.
mhm.
Kendrick's first notable song that kind of like got like a little bit of mainstream success, High
Was
Power, was
yeah.
produced on Section 80, was produced by J. Cole. And another
Mhm.
thing is Drake
Drake. Yeah,
brought Kendrick on tour with ASAP Rocky during his Take Care,
yeah,
during
and
his whole Take Care era.
also poetic justice. That's one of Kendrick's. That was one of his like songs that kind of blew him up as well, right? So
Yeah.
and Drake was a feature on that. So it's kind of like they kind of like all like into in like
There's a real
yeah,
history there. Yeah,
yeah,
like you
mhm,
can tell there's a real history there. And something that I found really, really interesting is for the Drake and Kendrick beef. The Drake and J. Cole beef.
mhm.
No,
No, the yeah
there's too
the yeah.
many people. The
Everyone
Drake
just fighting. Everyone just a battle royale.
for what's super interesting about to me about the J. Cole and Kendrick beef
Yeah.
is that they were extremely cordial with one another. They
Mhm,
were even like after Kendrick had dropped that control verse on
mhm,
that Big Sean song,
mhm.
when J. Cole responded on that TKO remix, that Justin Timberlake remix, he was very, very upset, similar to Drake. J. Cole got on the phone and called Kendrick. It seemed like
Mhm.
they squashed the beef to the point where I believe it was the VMAs, or I forget what award show it was. P. Diddy approached Kendrick on some like, you're not about to talk about you're the king of whoop de woo, like whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. J. Cole defended
Stood,
him,
stood up
which
for
is
him.
like, which is like now like an infamous story that J. Cole and Diddy Diddy had like,
Yeah.
an altercation. So I find it super interesting that around the time of Forest Hills Drive, I feel like you really start to see that genuine competition between the two of like, oh, you're not about to throw no subliminal at me in a song and think that I'm not just gonna sit here and
Take
allow
it.
that to happen. I feel like with J. Cole, especially, he kind of grew a chip on his shoulder because I feel like a lot of people were playing with him. A lot
True.
of people were playing with him. Like during like a
True.
lot of conversations about the big three, J.
Yeah.
Cole was always number three.
Yeah.
And I feel like during that Kendrick Lamar hiatus before he released his album, J. Cole just went crazy with features. Not
Insane.
non-stop. Yeah, he went on a goaded feature run and continued
Insane.
to release fantastic music. So I feel like in a lot of ways, I've seen a lot of people. I was watching some Joe Budden podcasts, like what is motivating J. Cole? I
Mm.
think it's Kendrick Lamar. I think that he
Okay.
wants to be the number one rapper. I think that
Yeah.
it's like I seriously believe that J. Cole is pissed and Kendrick Lamar is pissed. Like they are pissed at each other. So I know that you're excited to see that Drake response. I'm
Yeah.
trying to hear what Cole's got to say. I want to hear
Yeah.
what Cole's got to say
And
bad.
and Cole, he's in album mode too. So it's kind of like and he's locked in. So it's like, does he have? Is he gonna add a little extra on his album? Is he gonna drop a freestyle before the album?
Ooh,
Is he
because I
like?
know that he released this roadmap, and on the
Mhm.
roadmap, right before the off season, it said it's a boy. So I'm thinking that he might release this EP, like an EP or something before the off
Yeah.
season. And maybe on there, he's dragging people.
Yeah.
He's dragging people by their wigs.
Yeah.
But I also like I found it super interesting. I will put the links in the bio for these really great videos that I watch because as I said before, like with the J. Cole and Kendrick side of things, there is not a lot of documented like people talking about it and discussing it or even like really peeping it. And something that was very speculative a couple of months back was Benny the Butcher. He released Johnny P's Caddy, and on that song J. Cole was a feature, and J. Cole had a lot to say on that song, and a lot of people were speculating that J. Cole was talking about Benny. But Benny got on Hot 97 and he was like, no, I don't think that he's talking about me. He was like, I definitely think he's talking about somebody though. I think that he was talking about Kendrick in this song. I feel like this low key has been a back and forth for a very long time. I'm trying to find the like a good quote to pull. Okay, because you know that Kendrick does like a lot of references to him, like it's a lot of biblical references, like in the Humble
Yeah.
music video. He
Yeah.
was in the Last Supper,
Yeah.
all of those things. So he says here, he the last of the Mohicans, no weaklings last in my sneakers. Niggas want me on a song, he gonna see the wrath of the reaper. I'm probably going to hell if Jesus speak for a feature. So I feel like he's basically saying like if God like even if God asked me for a feature, like he's not seeing me. You know, like, even if Jesus
Yeah.
asked me for a feature, he's not
Yeah.
seeing me. But
Yeah.
in another way, who's somebody that constantly depicts themselves in that light
As Jesus, as a Messiah.
is Kendrick.
Yeah.
He
Always.
said he said I'm higher than niggas and don't need a bag full of reefer. Some see the glass as empty. I see a glass full of ether.
That's bars. That's God.
Like I feel like this has been happening for a while now. I feel like this has been happening for a while
I want to
now.
see. I want to see blood.
Fight.
Let's just do it.
That's crazy. He said collected his bread in mass like a Catholic preacher in the Humble music video.
Yeah.
Who was he? Who he was dressed as a pope.
Yeah.
Just to count nigga cash, you might need a calculus teacher. Eureka. Einstein on the brink of the theory of relativity. Really, no MC equal. Feel me? Cole Pen be lethal. Crib like an old MTV show. On God, the best rapper alive. Headshot now. Go and ask the best rappers that died. They'll tell you he never lied. So
Cooking,
I feel like, especially
cooking.
since they're always Drake's always like top five, top five, top five.
Hmm.
Kendrick's always like I'm the one.
Yeah,
So I feel like they have all been throwing subliminals at each other for an
yeah.
extremely, extremely long time.
There's only one throne, and everybody wants it.
Who do you think is taking it? Well, but I know who you think is taking
Yeah,
it.
cause my thing is that like Drake, a lot of people like to clown him because it's easy to clown Drake. It's easy,
Mhm.
and it's easy to clown him. But but Drake, he's very calculated.
Oh
He's
yeah,
he's very smart, and I would say like when I would compare him to like the Beatles in a way of like
yeah,
how the Beatles, how people say the Beatles like the Beatles are so overrated that they're underrated. If that makes
yeah. I know
sense.
exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you
Okay,
mean.
everybody said, "Oh, the Beatles." Like everyone likes it. Oh, the Beatles are trash or whatever because blah blah. But if you listen to them, actually listen to them, they have a lot of like deep cuts and stuff
Yeah,
that I'll put that in the same category as Drake. Like everyone knows Drake like as a household name, but he also, for me, he actually makes really deep personal music. So
yeah,
and Drake is a very, obviously he's a rapper and people love to forget that he's a rapper
yeah.
even though he dropped rap albums and he has classic rap albums that so people love to
You're not
forget that.
wrong. You're
So
not wrong. So
so
do you think that first person shooter was a jab? Looking, do you
um
think that Kendrick
I
had a right to be upset?
because the thing is I feel like J. Cole, I feel like he was just because I think he said, is it Aubrey, is it Drake? No, is it Aubrey, is it Kayla, or is it me? Like I think he was, I don't think he was trying to throw any shots at that because he said, but then Kendrick was just saying the fuck all that big three shit. He probably sick of tired of hearing about the big three.
Yeah.
And he said
To
it's
me,
it's all about me. But
because there's another song that Drake and J. Cole have together. I think it's called Evil Ways.
yeah, yeah, I like that song.
Those yeah, it's a good song. Those I feel like every single time that they're on a song together, it's kind of like we're the best. Aren't we the best? Oh, Kendrick, you're the best too. Like, it
Oh
kind
yeah,
of gives that. It kind of gives that. You know what I'm
like
saying? And I feel like
okay,
Kendrick's like,
like fuck
get
that
off
niggas.
me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like get off me. Like I'm
Mhm.
not playing with you. Like, I'm really not playing with you. So, hold on. Because like a whole other thing is I feel like the one of the biggest mysteries of this generation for rap is like whatever happened to that joint J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar album.
Yeah.
What happened? It went
Yeah.
from we have a couple of songs together. They played snippets. Like I know that they like there was one of the songs was called like Temptation. A lot of people say that Kendrick went super hard on that song and J. Cole
Mhm.
was kind of just like he thought that they were just playing around and Kendrick was like rapping like he like this was his last like rent
Yeah.
was due.
Yeah.
So I feel like the competitive spirit was always there between them
Always. Yeah.
in a lot of ways because the album went from we're working on it, there's a potential of it happening to push straight up being like on Twitter like that's never gonna happen, 0 tracks, not happening. Like damn,
Yeah.
how did that go from we're working together, we're
Yeah.
collaborating, we're thinking about it to nah, absolutely not.
I feel like we would probably never get the answer to that
Yeah,
unless maybe J. Cole puts it in a song, like he addresses it in a song, but
yeah.
I honestly don't think he would.
You
But
think he's gonna empty the clip?
I think, he should. If I was J. Cole, because it's
You
rap
think
and
Cole's been waiting for this? You think he's
I
been
feel
like
I feel like if he wants to, if he wants to solidify that spot of like, I know a lot of people consider him like the best rapper, you
mm-hmm,
know, even myself, but I feel like if he wants to solidify that, like punch his golden ticket, just to like solidify like that he's the goat,
Yeah,
like he needs an iconic rap beef.
yeah, for sure.
And who better? Who's a better challenger?
This is literally Goku versus Vegeta.
Yeah,
Like,
it's someone that
like
it's someone that who will give him an actual like oh my god, like it's like it's not somebody that's like it's
he
like
playing around.
it's Kendrick Lamar, like it's not like
Yeah.
yeah. So that would be like if they do go at it, that's a moment. That's a moment. Like
I can't wait. I feel like Cole's gonna respond.
yeah,
I think Cole's gonna respond. I feel like Drake might wait for an album. Because
yeah,
like Drake's very much like a subliminal. Like
yeah,
he's very much like and there's something that we talked about a bit was like Drake. I feel like when Drake is in beef, he turns into Hove. He's like,
yeah,
oh, he's like, you don't even know what I got going on, baby. Like, he's like,
yeah,
I just landed the PJ.
yeah.
He was
Chubbs
like,
just
Nene and BB on my phone.
Chubbs just killed someone 3 weeks ago.
like I got
and
Nene and BB in the living room.
yeah,
Like, my life different right now.
TT calling me.
Like he's like, I'm not worried about you. He's like, I'm on
Yeah,
my. He's like,
yeah,
I'm on my 16,000th number one, and I
yeah.
feel like that's like a lot of what Drake kind of gave back to Kendrick
Mhm.
until Kendrick started blowing
Coming.
up. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
and so
yeah,
he
yeah,
started basically like winning all the BET awards, winning all the Grammys,
yeah.
and to the point where like it was super funny because J. Cole, after a lot of those wins, like after I believe it was like Section 80 Forest Hill Drives, or it's either Good Kid Mad City and Forest Hill Drives, Forest Hill Drive. After Kendrick won Best Album, the Best Hip Hop Album,
Mhm.
J. Cole said, Streets don't give a fuck about the Grammys. So it's like
Yeah,
again, I feel like they've just been kind of like,
yeah. Coming at each other. Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah,
like
yeah,
lightly jabbing each other. And
yeah,
I feel like that first person shooter song was just like
yeah,
the last straw, like the last
yeah,
straw for Kendrick.
yeah. I mean, I think definitely Drake is gonna respond. J. Cole, he should respond. I don't know if he is. He should. I feel like
I feel like he's been waiting. I feel like he's
and
low key been goading Kendrick
and
into doing this.
what really breaks my heart about this is that
Mm.
the Future and Drake, that
Yeah.
partnership, that's that's
Yeah.
that's like your favorite character die, or like your like god damn, like that really like I was like damn, that's pain.
Yeah. That ain't right.
Yeah, it's like what happened? Like Jesus,
Like
yeah, yeah, I can't talk about this.
let's make up. Like we
Cause,
could get a mediator. Like
cause I
that.
remember, yeah,
I feel like that was the most shocking part of all of it. I was like,
yeah,
wait. He did this on Future song?
yeah, and we already know Metro Boomin and Drake is excommunicado.
Done. Done so, yeah.
Yeah, so it just sucks because like people that you both admire and they're not cool anymore, but I'm still gonna listen to music because I have no
Yeah,
yeah,
I have no dog in this fight. I have no
yeah,
dog
yeah,
in this. I'm
but
just here. I'm just here to hear the good,
yeah,
friendly back and forth.
yeah,
Well, let's hope it. Let's hope it's friendly, but but oh my goodness, I'm trying to find some more lines because I feel like what as I said before, I feel like they've just been kind of like jabbing each other on the
yeah,
low, and now that everything has happened, it's kind of like people are going back and finding stuff and being like,
mm,
what? Okay. As for me, I cook so masterfully, but I'm still cutting the edge like a bayonet. From out the veil, we OSHA certified. You gotta wear a vest. I'm trying to find. Okay, this is the line. This is the line. I hate the press refusing interviews whenever they request. Niggas fake progressive and woke. I started saying less. I had to stop it. Peeped how they profit off of racial stress. Some activists got so rich, they probably wish we stay oppressed. He's talking about
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar. He's talking about Kendrick Lamar.
Yo, to quote the great Booker T, if it clucks like a chicken, if it sounds like a chicken, it's a chicken, okay?
Yeah, like that.
It's a
That line
buck,
right
buck.
there. Yeah,
Buck, buck.
that line right there is 100% about Kendrick. And that's something that Drake has been saying as well. Drake has been
Yeah.
calling Kendrick a grifter
Yeah.
for years. He's been
Mhm.
saying that Kendrick is profiting off of the oppression of Black people because he talks about this stuff a lot in his songs. But
Mhm.
you talk about these things and you have the opportunities to change them. So it's like, why aren't you
You're doing anything.
doing things in your community? I'm like, I'm like, okay.
Where's the food
That
truck
is what
for Compton?
I'm dead. Not the food truck for Compton. Oh
What
my
happened
god.
Nah,
I'm
yeah,
dead.
it's yeah. I mean, time will tell how they respond to it. You know, it's definitely sides have been. I wonder what side 21 Savage is in, because I know
I feel
21
like he's
Savage.
gotta be I feel
Yeah,
like he's gotta be Drake.
because and his career is
Metro.
Metro is like that's like they
He
pretty
gotta
much
be neutral. He gotta be neutral.
yeah
He gotta
like
be neutral.
like Switzerland like just like yeah just like hey y'all figure this out.
Yeah. But it's just so crazy to me because like I feel like these songs came out and everybody was bumping them. Everybody was super hype on them.
Mhm.
But though when you hear those lines now, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah,
This has been going on. Like this
for a
has
while.
been going on for a
For a
while.
while.
Like, and then another thing that always gagged me was the whole Jeezy track about when J. Cole and Kendrick were on the song, but Jeezy's messy ass didn't tell either parties that they were on the song.
Oh yeah.
So Kendrick's just like, oh yeah, on the track, and J. Cole's like, he's spitting like this is his last meal. So would Kendrick have gone a little bit harder had he known that
Yeah,
his
that
nemesis,
yeah
basically?
it's nasty work.
Yeah. And
Nasty
plus,
business.
did you know that Honestly Nevermind was released on the day of Kendrick's birthday?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
It's messy. It's messy.
That
It's
is crazy.
mess. I'm like, oh,
That is
this tea
crazy.
is. I'm like, this tea is piping. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like, there's
that's
actually
that's like strategic. How you say it? Strategic.
strategic, strategic.
Yeah, whatever you say it. You
Like,
say it.
yeah, heavily strategic. Like
Yeah,
they don't like each other to literally be like, nah, we're releasing it on this day. Like, oh, isn't that Kendrick's birthday? Drake was probably like, oh,
that's cold.
like, oh,
That's
I didn't
cold.
know
Yeah,
that.
that's cold.
What a coincidence.
That's
What a
cold.
little coinky dink. Oh man. Oh man. Let me pull up the full timeline. Oh Jesus.
Chibi.
Okay. Yeah. Chibi. Joe left her out here once again. But and then like again, like there are so many layers to this. How many times is Kendrick Lamar gonna take Big Sean's shine? How many times you gonna do this to this man? Because when you think about it, that verse on Control is low-key one of Big Sean's best verses. Nobody gave a damn about that verse.
Hmm.
Nobody talked about that verse. Nobody talks about that verse.
Yeah, I feel like I said, I feel could the internet cooked him, like absolutely cooked him. So he waited like what 5 years, then he dropped a part like a song, and then Kendrick was like, sorry, Bucko.
Yeah, I gotta say, I gotta say, like, man, Metro is an evil genius.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah.
diabolical.
It's
Like he's
diabolical.
diabolical.
Yeah,
Like
and
I know Janae all day. She's just like, it's okay, babe.
yeah, it's
It's
okay,
okay.
baby.
It's okay. The album is gonna do better.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
album is gonna do better.
yeah.
Oh.
Nah, yeah, like I hope, I hope, like I hope it turns out like one of the like most iconic like rap beefs.
Mm.
I if they like respond to it, like if Drake and J. Cole responds to Kendrick, I hope it's like I
Oh,
hope it goes crazy.
I
Yeah.
want it to be straight. I want it to be straight. Like I want a
Yeah.
straight shot because at
Yeah.
this point, I'm pretty sure everybody was just like me all day today, doing their homework, going back
Yeah.
and checking everything. So it's like we know who this is about.
Hmm.
Let's just fully go in. Like let's just fully go in. And it's crazy because King Kunta, that song is low key T. Because isn't that song where Kendrick is talking about ghostwriters?
I believe so. Yeah.
They've been talking about each other for a
Yeah.
long
And I think that was
time.
wasn't that around the time when like the Meek Mill
Yeah,
and this
I think.
thing, like
Yeah, I think
The
so.
Meek Mill and Drake like tried to expose Drake for having ghostwriters.
I think wasn't that the Pusha thing?
Was it? Was it?
I think wasn't it Pusha who exposed him for the ghostwriters?
But Meek Mill did as well.
He did too. Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of remember that. That's the back to back.
Yeah, that's how back to back started because Drake and Meek had a song called Rico,
Yeah,
and then Drake didn't promote Meek's album. So oh, that's why you had a ghostwriter, and then he just history.
things just fell apart from there.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh! Wow, I
yeah.
love it. I love it. I know that you're probably a little bummed because it's like at all your faves
Yeah, it's like they're
at
all
war right
fighting.
now.
Yeah,
It's
they're all
like, can't we
fighting.
all just get along?
Yeah.
That was me
Uh,
a couple weeks ago when
let's
literally
see. Yeah.
Lotto, Cardi, Megan, Nikki, everybody fighting. I'm just like, can we all just hug and make up?
Yeah, guys.
They start throwing stuff at me. I'm like, okay, I'll sit down. I'll sit down. I'll sit down. But man, who do you think is gonna respond first?
I think J Cole.
You think so?
I think J Cole.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's the one who's been like the most
Yeah.
responsive and active, just period.
Yeah, active. Yeah, Drake. I feel like you said earlier, it might be an album or a feature that we might get a response, or maybe both of them. But I don't know. I don't really see that happening. But I feel like J Cole is gonna respond,
Yeah, for sure.
especially
I
if
would
he's in
love.
album mode. Like, if you're in album mode, you might as well just be like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, especially with the timing of everything. Like J. Cole might have just been in the studio
Yeah.
when that song released.
You know what's funny? I saw a video of J Cole was in the studio with Metro Boomin, and they were playing the same beat that Kendrick was on for
Really?
yeah, that's demonic. He- that's demonic. Like Metro played him
Yo,
that beat that Kendrick rap system.
wow. Metro is a funny guy.
Yeah,
He's a mastermind. He's a
yeah.
mastermind.
It makes you think like what's his sign? Because like that has to be like
It's pure
because
evil.
like yeah, that's very like Lex Luthor uh, like super villain
Yeah, he's
esque.
definitely like in the highest floor
Yeah,
in the skyscraper right now, holding like a
yeah,
like a glass of brandy, just
yeah,
like as the world
'cause-
burns.
yeah. He's very yeah. Because that's some ice cold shit. Sorry, language, but that's ice cold.
I mean, the lyrics I was reading, I was
Yeah,
dropping F's and all types of explicitives. So, oh man, like I don't know, like I just find their history so fascinating,
Mhm.
especially because I've been following this. Like
Yeah.
it's always fun to
Yeah.
like go on YouTube and watch
Yeah.
like this
Hmm.
person versus this person, so and so versus so and so. And a lot of people speculated that like this beef was kind of like we've passed it. Like we like
Yeah. I thought so.
the opportunity for them to like seriously go back and forth has passed. So when I woke up this morning to your text being like, "There's a rap civil war," I was like, "Who's?" I was like, "Oh my god, are the girls fighting again?" But
Yeah.
luckily, it was not the
Oh.
girls. I was like, "Oh my god, who's Nikki yelling at today?" But luckily,
Yeah.
she had no stake in this fight. But I don't know. I'm curious to see where it's gonna go. I'm curious to see what we're gonna find out
Yeah.
due to this beef. I
Hmm.
feel like I feel like Drake is just gonna come from a place of like I put you on
Oof.
and you should respect me for that. Cause another weird thing because
Oof.
another weird thing that I've kind of peeped is that it seems like Drake is always trying to be cool with Kendrick. Like they'll have like their back and forth, they'll have their little jabs, but then Drake will show up at one of Kendrick's shows and kind of be like,
Drake,
"Hey."
yeah, Drake. Drake is very. I guess he's a very forgiving guy. Cause even when he made up with Kanye, like mad
Yeah,
times, and
yeah,
you
facts.
know that beef was like like crazy as hell. And he like the mad time. He's like, okay, I forgive you, I forgive you. And then he keeps like forgiving Kanye. Kanye's like, ha 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 ha. I got you again. I got you again. I got you again.
You thought I
So
was gonna give you real friendship this time? Are you
yeah.
dumb? Like, are you dumb?
Ah. So
Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Oh man. Like I want to read Drake's verse from the game's song 100.
Oh yeah, that's mhm.
Serious jabs here. I would have all your fans if I didn't go pop and I stayed on some conscious shit. I'm in the club every time that they play the competition. If they even play the competition and I seen the response they get. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah, no,
very like
that's generally
he's
that's for Kendrick.
yeah, like but like you see the way Drake disses people is very much
Yeah,
like you're just a little boy to me. Like, you
yeah,
know, you
yeah,
know,
very
it's
cool.
what you're
Yeah,
doing is child's play. You know, like what
yeah,
you're doing is child's play,
yeah,
baby. Like
yeah. He's like very cool about it. Yeah,
and plus J. Cole and Drake are on a high trajectory. Like they're up
they very much act.
with charting,
And
sales.
Kendrick, his last album was he gave us homework. I like to say his last album. he gave us a he gave us an
Yeah,
essay.
it felt
he
like I
gave
was in trouble.
yeah.
Felt like I was in trouble, man. I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
what did I
he gave
do?
us he gave us this. He gave us he gave us he gave us Black Power.
For
but
sure, for sure.
but
I feel like I have to listen to the album again because I was not in the right headspace to hear it. Because you know,
mhm.
sometimes you have to like you can't just pop on an album like that on a
Yeah,
drive home. You know what I
and
mean? Like,
and that album dropped in the summer,
which
so
is not a summer album.
it's not. It's like if that album dropped during like the like Black Lives Matter protest or
Oh yeah, like 2020.
even COVID, like
Like,
it would have
yeah.
hit, but he dropped like in the summer. Like, did you remember that Boondocks episode when Riley had like the whole Black Panther
Yeah.
outfit and like he was just like in the summer and it was blazing. Like that's the vibe it was giving me. Like just like in the summer for black trench coat, all Black Panther, just like
Yeah.
it that's the vibe I got from that album.
Yeah. And you know, it's crazy because that's like really like I feel like his worst received album in terms of all, I believe he's dropped what, six projects at this point? Like I want to say five or six.
Mhm.
It's his lowest in terms of charting album sales. Like it did not do well. So I feel like where J. Cole, because a lot of people were playing with his name, like post Forest Hills Drive era, he
Oh
kind
yeah.
of during that 5 year hiatus that Kendrick took, he kind of started leveling up and like getting
Yeah.
better, like to the point where like I was watching some vlogs and he was like, man, I gotta get back on my beats, like I gotta like brush up on my, like I can't lose that skill. He's like, all I've been doing is rapping, like all I've been doing is like my craft. So
Mhm.
he's he's locked in. He
Yeah.
whatever mode, whatever he unlocked, he's in that mode and he's staying in that mode.
He's locked
I
in for sure.
feel like because of the fact that people didn't necessarily, I feel like maybe people weren't necessarily in the right headspace because again, not a summer album. If it dropped in the fall, maybe
Hmm.
like maybe people would have been like a little more receptive to hearing like more
Yeah.
socially conscious, like because I also feel like it was like a level of vulnerability that we haven't heard from Kendrick
Yeah.
before, that was kind of, especially like for men, like the level of introspection, I feel like they're kind of just like, I'm just trying to hear like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hear anything too crazy right now. Like I'm not trying to hear anything
Yeah.
that's trying to make me like think to that extent. So I don't know. I don't
Did
know. I feel like Kendrick might have a chip on his shoulder now too.
yeah, definitely. Did Honestly Nevermind drop at the around the same time as that album? Or was it like
So Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers came out May 13th of 2022. Honestly, Nevermind came out June 17th, 2022. So it came out a
yeah,
month after.
yes, and yeah, that was and that album I felt more of the summer vibe.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
And I
it was more
also
of a
feel
dance
like
album.
that
So
I also feel like it's kind of like I'm dropping this album on your birthday and you can't do this sound.
oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Like
Yeah,
you can't do this sound. Like you see how
absolutely.
versatile I am. I can do
Yeah,
anything. Like I am
yeah.
going to be here
th-
forever.
That's why like I said like Drake, like when I won't put him like as the greatest rapper, but for music, his range is crazy.
Yeah, facts.
And he's like a master of a lot of different styles. So it's just like
Yeah.
and like I know like when that album I hate Twitter when Drake drops. 'Cause it's just like an assassination attempt. it's borderline it's borderline assassination attempt because it's just like they said, especially when Honestly Nevermind came out, the PTSD PTSD for now. 'Cause they was cooking him. But I was like, yo, this album is really good. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like people give it like 3 seconds, trash,
I'm not hearing
trash.
this. I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm not
gonna hold
hearing
you.
this.
Yeah, I'm not
Honestly,
gonna hold you.
and then I hate it when people say, "Oh, I give the album a chance," but honestly, never mind. Like, ah, shut up, shut
That's
up,
so that's ridiculous.
shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate that. I hate that shit.
That is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Drake gets cooked every time.
Oh
Cooked.
yeah. But I feel like kind of like speaking to all three of their different lanes, like
Hmm.
Drake definitely went to the mass appeal commercial
Yeah.
route. And
Hmm.
because of that, I feel like he has so many different people that he has to appease for each different album. Like he's
Yeah.
got to have the dance song, he's got to have the song for the ladies, he's got
Yeah.
to have the song, he's got to have a couple songs on there for the dudes, he's got to have a crazy feature, you know, like there's like
You
certain
gotta have a killer. A, yeah,
you know, so I feel like now like it's way more involved. Like, you can't just be like, I'm Drake, I'm sad this girl broke up with me and I want to make a
hmm,
whole album about it. I feel like
yeah,
he has like his team, his like
hmm,
whatever the creative team is telling him, like in
yeah.
terms of like
You
analytics and stuff.
yeah. You need to have
You have to appease multiple markets in order
yeah.
to release an album.
My favorite thing I love when Drake does is so funny because every time he had like a dance track, he always talking about like doing a hit in a dance track. Like I didn't like it's just so funny because it's just like you dancing and he's talking about like like Chubbs had to catch a body for me and I just think it's hilarious. Like it's a dance track and you talking about homicide.
Talking about murder, yeah.
Yeah.
Making murder music.
I like J. Cole, like every time and he's in like in like a like a like a I would say like a sexy kind of like a sexy track or like he's
Yeah.
talking about like political issues.
Facts though. Facts though. He's talking about real shit.
Yeah, he's talking about. So
He's talking
I
about
was like,
401k and tax
yeah,
season.
yeah. It's just funny.
Like it's because like even when you mention that, like in the song like that, it even feels like Future is checking Drake's gangster. Like he's like,
Yeah.
you're not even really like that. Like what did he say? I'm trying to find the kicking doors, kicking doors, kicking indoors. Is you like that? Young throw nigga selling lows. Is you like that? All 24, you on go. Is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. If you like that, like,
Or you like that?
are you? Like, are you? So again, it feels like they're kind of like pulling Drake's card a
Yeah.
little.
I mean, like I think Drake just now like that. I don't think he was always like that. See, I think he just like maybe he just started being like that. But
Well, I mean, he's kind of like in his mafioso, the
yeah,
Don era. You
Don,
know, he'd be
yeah,
acting like he be acting like he's the Godfather.
yeah,
He'd be
he's
giving
like
very much like Kiss the Ring.
yeah, doing hits.
Yeah, calling hits on people on songs. Like,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, yeah.
Ricos are real. You know that,
Yeah,
right? Like,
Rico's real. Yeah,
Ricos are real.
yeah,
So I hope whatever you're doing, you know, you know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
whatever you're doing, I hope you're doing
yeah,
it smart.
yeah.
But I feel like it's interesting. It's interesting. And another thing, I forget the name of the sports analyst, but I guess in his tell-all book, he revealed like a couple years ago that he had a sit-down interview with Drake, and Drake completely, I guess like the topic of Kendrick came up, and Drake just like went off. Like Drake went off on like a whole tangent about Kendrick. Then he left, and then his team, they played back the episode, and they were like, "Oh no, this is never seeing the light of day,"
Oh,
and
he
which
went
is why
crazy.
we've never seen, yeah, like which is why we've never seen it. But the in the book, he said it exists. So I would
Did
love to see
did he
like footage
go?
exists.
Did he like mention or say what Drake
Of
said?
course he didn't.
Oh,
Of course
okay.
he didn't. He's like, I'm not trying to get sued.
Oh yeah,
but I
damn,
I want to know.
damn.
I want to know. Like I want to know so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. That's poof.
Yeah.
Nah,
Wow.
yeah, this beef. It's so layered and it's so like complex.
There's so many parts to it.
It's it's cinematic.
Yeah.
It's cinematic.
Yeah. 10
It's
years from
cinematic.
now, the YouTube video about it
Yeah,
is gonna hit. It's gonna
yeah.
hit.
That gonna be
Like,
yeah. That's gonna be generational. A
yeah.
generational. Yeah,
I'm I hate to say that I'm excited, but like I feel like there hasn't been like a rap beef
yeah.
of this caliber in a really, really long time. So
That's what sets rap apart from different genres because there's a competition. There's a competitive spirit
yeah,
about it, and like
exactly.
a lot of rap heads love that like spirit, you know, because like you don't really get that from rock and roll. It's not really like
No, yeah.
it's like mostly like the band beefing with each other, not like a band beefing with another band. You know, it's
Yeah,
not really like
exactly.
that. So yeah,
I mean, we'll have to see where it goes. Maybe it'll be on the scale of friendly competition, but it seems as though
it's not. I
all
don't think
gloves,
so.
yeah, all gloves
Yeah,
might be off now. Yeah, all
yeah,
gloves might be off now. So we got to see where we're headed. I guess we're just gonna have to see where this goes. All we can
yeah.
really do is speculate up until this point. We have all the information, all the
Mhm.
I gave you guys a whole bunch of lore, a whole bunch of
Yeah,
things that in songs that you guys have might not even heard or caught
yeah.
the first time you heard them. So
A
comment
lot of
down
people are
below.
yeah. A lot of people are like so like don't even know about like the the history.
Yeah,
You know,
because a
a
lot of
lot
people are like, "Where is this coming from?"
yeah, a lot of people don't know about it. So it's just like it's good that you like giving them the information.
Yeah, because I've been following this. Like, I've been kind of like watching videos about it for years. So when I
Mhm.
heard that Kendrick, like, no, like it's a straight up diss, I was like, oh, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking
Absolutely.
with gays. Like now we're cooking with gays. and I don't really have a big dog in this fight. I just hope everybody has a good time. I just hope everybody has a good time. Everybody's happy. But yeah, that's our discussion on this potential Future and Kendrick and Metro Boomin versus J.
Yeah,
Cole and Drake situation. We'll see if there's more members added to each side. It's giving Avengers Civil War.
honestly,
We'll see
cinematic.
how. Yeah, again, I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to see where it's headed. Make sure you guys comment down below what your thoughts on the beef are. Did you know that the history went this far back? Did you even know that J. Cole and Kendrick in this past couple of years had like brewing issues? Let us know, because we would definitely love to hear from you. So yeah, that's our show today, guys. We had some really, really good discussions, a lot of fun talks. Kev, thank you so much for being on with me this week.
thanks
We
for
had to we
inviting
had
me.
to of course we had to move some stuff around, but it all ended up working out for the best, as it always does. Once again, guys, make sure that you follow OTS Media Co. on all social media platforms, as well as OTS Media on YouTube. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can always be notified when we
Bling.
post. Okay. You can find me on all social media platforms at Ash Benny. Kev, where can they find you?
No, really. Good.
I'm off the grid.
I'm off the grid. No, I'm on Instagram. Um, it's a miracle. Um, follow me or don't. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah, we'll
I'm
put it in the description. We'll put it
yeah.
all in the description.
I'm also on Facebook and on TikTok, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, yeah, especially your TikTok, because you do like that cool little vinyl series where you like
Oh
showcase
yeah,
all the
I'm
different
doing the
vinyls.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing the Vine series. I think TikTok is cracking down on, because I know there's some like distribution
The music,
issues.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I'm trying to like reroute that or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, but if you're into vinyls, I'm a vinyl collector, as you know. I have a bunch more, but that's gonna that's a whole different episode.
Yeah, we you have a crazy
Yeah,
collection.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you and Joe.
and yourself too. Let's
Yeah, I
yeah
always say
yeah
Joe. Because
yeah
me, I have like my little Olivia Rodrigo sour, my Beyonce
yeah
Renaissance. I
yeah
have like mad recent albums, whereas Joe
yeah
has like Hove's OG, like
yeah
OG printing vinyls. Like he used to like go thrift shopping and stuff like that to find
yeah
some of the crazies. He has like Tina Turner's original print, like wild, wild, wild collection. But we'll probably, maybe one day we'll show you guys.
yeah. Do a flexing episode.
Yeah,
Or
right.
go band for band.
Yeah.
You should go
I
band
mean,
for band.
you don't
Yeah,
like, you guys
you
don't
don't even
have.
got this. You don't got that.
You got this. You
You
got this.
don't got this.
You got this. Either.
It's a
You
limited
don't.
edition. It's a
Yeah, me.
limited
Hold
edition.
up. Don't let me pull out my Little Mermaid. My Little Mermaid reboot vinyl. Okay, it's over. It's over. It's over.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, we'll definitely see you next week. Have a great night. Peace.